1978, Morris Township, Pennsylvania. It's a crisp fall day, and 10-year-old Daniel Adams is hiking through the woods with his father, trying to find the source of strange sounds they've been hearing on their property.
We could hear this thing growling, and my dad told me to stay there, that he was going to walk down and see what this was.
The duo has brought along a tape recorder and managed to capture this chilling audio. We hear a horrible howling made by a dog, followed by a guttural growling made by something else, something unknown. Take another listen as we've isolated these sounds through our audio filter. Although he says the recordings don't do the sounds justice, over 40 years later, Daniel still remembers this frightening encounter vividly.
This roar shook the ground. It was 200 yards away, and I felt it like a bass speaker in your chest. And I know that was no bear. There ain't no bear that can do that.
Shortly after this recording was captured, Daniel says they heard whatever it was fighting with a neighbor's dog, presumably the dog they thought they heard in the recording. And that was the last time the dog was heard from again, a detail some researchers think supports the idea that the mystery creature is a Sasquatch. That kind of makes sense. Studies show other large creatures like bears are normally shy, retiring animals that have very little desire to interact with humans. On the other hand, they compete directly for food with canines like wolves. Could the same be true of Bigfoot? And could that explain what we're hearing on Daniel's recording? We turn to our experts to investigate. Forensic audio analyst Dr. Rob Maher confirmed the recording is authentic, then compared it to a recording of a black bear native to this area.
The bear sounds have much more of a low-frequency quality to them. It's more of a grunt sound that the bear makes. But the low-frequency grunt qualities here is not something that we see in the Pennsylvania recording.
Humans have a vast vocal range. Could this be a person?
Although humans can make sounds that are very similar to perhaps a wolf or a coyote, the characteristics in the Pennsylvania recording don't match up with this type of a sound.
We also asked Maher to compare this to the Sierra Sounds, a famous set of alleged California Sasquatch recordings from the 1970s. How do these match up?
There's an upward sound and then a little bit of a kicker to that sound that goes in there. That is not what we hear in the Pennsylvania sounds. They have more of a shriek or a growl sort of quality than what we would attribute to the Sierra sounds.
Still, Professor of Anatomy and Anthropology, Dr. Jeff Meldrum thinks this recording could be legitimate, since the vocal repertoire attributed to Sasquatch is extensive and varied.
There were a couple of little high-pitch inflections that were more indicative of some kind of a call that is not out of character with some recordings that have been attributed to Sasquatch.
Our verdict? Our experts are calling this an unknown animal sound, but they can't identify what exactly made these grunts in the 1970s. However, we do know Sasquatch sightings in the area continue today.